Title: The Adventures of Maple, the Moose. Deep in the heart of the Canadian wilderness, Maple the Moose was known far and wide for her curiosity and knack for getting into trouble. She had big, shiny antlers, a warm brown coat, and a nose that twitched whenever an adventure was near. One crisp morning, Maple stood at the edge of her favorite pond, staring at her reflection. Maple, to herself. Today feels like a day for something extraordinary. But what? Just then, Rusty the fox bounded over, his bushy tail wagging. Rusty. Maple! Maple! Have you heard? The Great Forest Festival is happening on the other side of the valley. Maple. The Great Forest Festival? What's that? Rusty. Excitedly. Animals from all over gather to celebrate with music, food, and games. But it's not easy to get there. You have to cross the Rumble Rapids and climb Echo Hill. Maple's eyes lit up. Maple. That sounds perfect. Let's go. Rusty. Hesitant. I'm not so sure. Those rapids are dangerous and Echo Hill is steep. Are you sure you're up for it? Maple. Confidently. Of course. I'm Maple the Moose. Adventure is my middle name. With Rusty reluctantly agreeing, the two set off. The Rumble Rapids. When they reached the Rumble Rapids, the water roared as if it were alive. Logs tumbled through the churning current. Rusty. No way we can swim across that. Maple. We don't have to swim. Look over there. Those logs are making a path. Maple led the way, her hooves carefully balancing on the floating logs. Rusty, being lighter and faster, hopped behind her. Suddenly, one of the logs wobbled dangerously. Rusty. Panicked. Maple, it's tipping! With a swift move, Maple used her antlers to steady the log, giving Rusty enough time to jump to safety. Finally, they reached the other side, both panting but victorious. Rusty. Okay, I'll admit it, you're pretty good at this adventure stuff. Maple. Grinning. Told you. Echo Hill. Their next challenge was Echo Hill, a towering slope covered in loose rocks and slippery grass. As they climbed, the wind howled around them, carrying their voices in funny echoes. Maple, calling out, "Hello!" The echo replied, "Hello!" Rusty, laughing. "That's hilarious! Watch this! Maple loves mud!" Echo, "Maple loves mud!" Maple, pretending to glare. "Very funny, Rusty." Suddenly, a loose rock tumbled down the hill, almost hitting Rusty. Rusty. Nervously. Maybe we shouldn't joke around too much here. Maple. Good idea. Let's keep going. We're almost at the top. With a final push, they reached the summit. The view was breathtaking. Endless forests, shimmering lakes, and, in the distance, the sound of cheerful music. Rusty. Excitedly. We made it, Maple. The festival is just down there. The Great Forest Festival. As they arrived at the clearing, animals of all shapes and sizes greeted them. Bears played drums, squirrels juggled acorns, and birds sang harmonies that filled the air. Rusty. This is amazing. Look at all the food. A beaver wearing a little bow tie waddled over. Beaver. Welcome to the Great Forest Festival. Care to join the games? Maple. Absolutely. What's first? The beaver led them to a tug-of-war competition. Maple's strength made her a crowd favorite as she pulled her team to victory with a single heave. Rusty, meanwhile, wowed everyone with his quickness in a berry-gathering race. As the sun set, the animals gathered around a glowing bonfire. Stories were shared, songs were sung, and everyone celebrated the spirit of adventure and friendship. Rusty, whispering to Maple, "You were right. This was worth every challenge." Maple, smiling. See, life's better when you embrace the adventure. As the stars twinkled overhead, Maple and Rusty knew this was a day they'd never forget, a true adventure for the books.